Like the confederation, the densities of the mass consciousnesses which comprise Orion group are varied. There are very few third density, a larger number of fourth density, a similarly large number of fifth density, and very few sixth density entities comprising this organization. Those of Southern Cross are members of the Orion group. It is not, shall we say, according to understood wording that a group from various star systems should be named by one. However, those planetary social memory complexes of the so-called Orion constellation have the upper hand and thus rule the other members. You must recall that in negative thinking, there is always the pecking order, shall we say, and the power against power in separation. The progress through densities is sequential. A negative fifth density social memory complex would be comprised of mind-body-spirit complexes harvested from fourth density. Then the conglomerate or mass mind-body-spirit complex does its melding, and the results are due to the infinitely various possibilities of combination of distortions. Their numbers are perhaps 1/10 of the confederation at any point in the space-time continuum, as the problem of spiritual entropy causes them to experience constant disintegration of their social memory complexes. Their power is the same as the confederation's. The law of one blinks, neither at the light or the darkness, but is available for service to others and service to self. However, service to others results in service to self, thus preserving and further harmonizing the distortions of those entities seeking intelligent infinity through these disciplines. Those seeking intelligent infinity through the use of service to self create the same amount of power, but as we said, have constant difficulty because of the concept of separation, which is implicit in the manifestations of the service to self, which involve power over others. This weakens and eventually disintegrates the energy collected by such mind-body-spirit complexes, who call the Orion group and the social memory complexes, which comprise the Orion group. It should be noted, carefully pondered and accepted, that the law of one is available to any social memory complex, which has decided to strive together for any seeking of purpose, be it service to others or service to self. The laws, which are the primal distortions of the law of one, are then placed into operation, and the illusion of space-time is used as a medium for the development of the results of those choices freely made. Thus all entities learn, no matter what they seek. All learn the same, some rapidly, some slowly. The beings are harvested because they can see and enjoy the light love of the appropriate density. Those who have found this light love light without benefit of a desire for service, nevertheless, by the law of free will, have the right to the use of that light love for whatever purpose. Also, it may be inserted that there are systems of study which enable the seeker of separation to gain these gateways. This study is as difficult as the one which Ra has described to us, but there are those with the perseverance to pursue the study. The distortion lies in the fact that those who seek to serve the self are seen by the law of one as precisely the same as those who seek to serve others, for are all, not one? To serve yourself and to serve others is a dual method of saying the same thing, if you can understand the essence of the law of one. This group's shipping clerks have the work of disseminating material of thought control to those who are what we may call crusaders. The crusaders move in their chariots to conquer planetary mind-body-spirit social complexes before they reach the stage of achieving social memory. Their objective is to locate certain mind-body-spirit complexes which vibrate in resonance with their own vibrational complex, then to enslave the unelite, as we may call those who are not of the Orion vibration. As all, they follow the law of one, observing free will. Contact is made with those who call. Then, those upon the planetary sphere act to disseminate the attitudes and philosophy of their particular understanding of the law of one, which is service to self. These become the elite. Through these, the attempt begins to create a condition whereby the remainder of the planetary entities are enslaved by their own free will. To serve the self is to serve all. The service of the self, when seen in this perspective, requires an ever-expanding use of the energies of others for manipulation to the benefit of the self, with distortion towards power. The term chariot is a term used in warfare among our peoples. That is its significance. The shape of the Orion craft is one of the following. Firstly, the elongated, ovoid shape, which is of a darker nature than silver, but which has a metallic appearance if seen in the light. In the absence of light, it appears to be red or fiery in some manner. Other craft include disc-shaped objects of a small nature, approximately 12 feet in our measurement in diameter. The box-like shape approximately 40 feet to a side in our measurement. Other craft can take on a desired shape through the use of thought control mechanisms. There are various civilization complexes which work within this group. Some are more able to use intelligent infinity than others. The information is very seldom shared. Therefore, the chariots vary greatly in shape and appearance. The majority of crusaders are of fourth density. Their purpose is conquest, unlike those of the confederation who wait for the calling. The so-called Orion group calls itself to conquest. The attempts of the so-called crusaders to interfere with free will are acceptable upon the dimension of their understanding. However, the mind-body-spirit complexes of this dimension, we call third, form a dimension of free will, which is not able to, shall we say, recognize in full the distortions towards manipulation.